In March last year, the school had a sponsored swim, and the kids were going to swim the length of the pool, and I promised I would be there to watch her, but I was late, out of work, and was only going to be in time to meet her afterwards. But when I got there were no people in the pool, and a teacher was there with a group of the kids, and she was crying, and some of the children were crying. And this woman, another one of the mums, came over to me and said that there had been an accident, and that Neve had hit her head, and that she had been in the water and they'd been trying to resuscitate her, but that she'd be all right. And I didn't believe it was happening. I thought it must have been someone else. And I was brought into a room, and Neve was there on the table. It was a table for table tennis. And the ambulance man was there giving her the kiss of life. She was in a bathing suit. And the man said that he didn't think that what he was doing was working. So he wrapped her up in a towel and he carried her out to the ambulance. And I got in the back with him. And he radioed on ahead. They were going to put her on a machine at Beaumont and try and revive her there. He knew, I think. He just knew she wasn't breathing. And he asked if I wanted to say goodbye to her now, just in case I didn't get a chance to later. So I gave her a little hug. She was freezing cold. And I told her that Mummy loved her very much. She just looked asleep. But her lips were blue and she was dead. She was dead. And it all went by so quickly, just a few minutes. And I don't think I need to tell you how hard it was. But then one morning, I was in bed and Daniel had gone to work. I usually try and lay there for a few hours, try and stay asleep, I suppose. And the phone rang, and I just left it. I wasn't going to get it. And it rang for a long time, and I just left it, and eventually I dropped back off to sleep, and then it started ringing again for a long time, and I went downstairs and I answered it. The line was really faint. It was a crossed line, and I could hear voices, but I couldn't make out what they were saying. And then I heard Neve. And she said, "Mummy," and I just said, yes. And she said she was scared and would I come and collect her? And I said, where are you? And she said that she thought that she was at Nana's, but that Nana wasn't there and she was in the bedroom. And that the children were on the walls knocking, and that there was a man outside and he was looking up at her and he was about to cross the road and she was scared and would I come and collect her? And I said, yes, of course I'll come. And I dropped the phone and I ran out to the car and I got into the car in the T-shirt I just slept in, and I drove to Daniel's mother's house, and I couldn't see, I was crying so much. I knew she wasn't going to be there. And to think that that wherever she was, that I wouldn't... There's nothing that I could do about it.